Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video. So today we are going to be cooking again. You know I love food and I'm going to be cooking my favorite food today, which is breakfast food. I'm just talking about a category, but I feel like breakfast food has the most diversity and the most flavors, and it's just super delicious. It's fun to eat in the morning when you're supposed to, and at night when you're not supposed to be eating at all. So yeah, we're just gonna get into this recipe, but first, like always, I'm going to show you the ingredients. So to start with, we have, for the pancakes, it is going to be Krusty's buttermilk pancakes. These are just add water pancakes, as you can see when you read it. For portioning as well, I added the pancake mix to this little cup right here. It's about, I want to say 75%, 3/4 full, and the remaining quarter of the cup is going to be for adding water later on. This little amount will add up to about 2 decent sized pancakes. And then we have hash browns, hickory smoked bacon, and a little bit of spinach. That's going to go inside of our scrambled eggs, which we have 2 organic brown eggs. We have sharp cheddar cheese. And then you know my favorite, coconut oil. Butter. We have ground paprika. Ground pepper. And how could you forget salt in the shot glass? All right, those are all of the ingredients. Now we are just going to get into the cooking portion. So first we are going to put our bacon in. So I always try to line it up so that there's enough space for the hash browns, because we're gonna cook those both at the same time. So that is our bacon inside, and then we are going to put our hash browns right in there as well. And we're going to see how much fat comes out of these pieces of bacon to help fry these hash browns. And then what needs to be added later, we will substitute with coconut oil. So we're going to turn that on, let it get hot and start cooking and stuff. And then we will be back to check on this. All right, okay, so while the bacon and the hash browns are both cooking inside, we are gonna prepare our eggs so that when it's time to do those, that it really won't take any time at all. So first, we're going to crack the egg. We are gonna go in with our seasonings. Our eggs are the only things that are really gonna have seasoning. So we are going to take a pinch of salt. We are gonna take some ground paprika. And then we are gonna take some ground black pepper. And that'll be all the flavors inside of our eggs. So we are done with those seasonings for the most part. All right. And we're just gonna put that to the side until we are ready to make our eggs. And now we're gonna prepare our pancake mix as well. So like I said, it's about 3/4 full. We're gonna add water slowly and then stir it around. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and take the bacon out, and you see all that dripping from it? We're gonna place it on some napkins, and just reduce some of that oil. So now we're gonna add our spinach. Let it soak up all of these flavors that were left over in the pan. And then to that, we are going to add just about a teaspoon of butter. Now we are going to add our egg. Now let it cook a little bit, and then we're gonna start folding it over so that it doesn't, just on top of itself. We're not trying to let too much of the moisture escape because nobody wants dry eggs, you know? And then while it is just like this, we are going to add some cheese on top. Top it with just a little more cheese. All right, so our last step is our pancakes, but before we go ahead and get started on that process, let's wipe out the pan. So we're just gonna clean this out just a little bit and make sure that our pancakes are excited about this. They're excited. So first we are going to add about half a tablespoon of coconut oil, 1 teaspoon of, oh God, butter. There we go. If you don't like the taste of coconut oil on your pancakes, you can definitely feel free to just use butter. This is what became of the mix. So I added water slowly, and now that is that's the viscosity of it. That's how wet it is. So this actually might make up to 3 pancakes. We'll go ahead and see. But let's do the pour. And the cup really helps you get that circular shape that you want for a good pancake. So that's 1. And that's 2. So now we are going to let these cook, and you're gonna be watching the edges to see how they bubble. Eventually air bubbles will rise to the top of the pancake as well, and that'll tell you when the other side is done, and you can flip it. All right. So one of them has plenty of holes right in the center, and so we are gonna go ahead and try to flip. And these ones are a little bit more pale than I'd like them to be, but all that means is that you might just toss it over one more time. So we're just gonna let that cook through the other side. Make sure it soaks in all of that butter, and then we will have the finished product.